It's showtime.
BSnBeer Media in association with STWF TV, the podcasting network. We present to you the Frenemies Fantasy Football Podcast.
What's up, everybody? This is Dale. I am with Kyle and Tim. Fellas, what's going on?
What's up, Dale?
What's up?
Oh, all good, man. You guys ready to talk some fantasy football this week?
Yes, please.
Oh, man.
Need help.
Yeah. Real football is not treating me too well right now.
I wonder why.
So,
Was it because of a game?
Hey, come on, man.
Was it because of a game?
Kick a man while he's down.
The first thing was I have to go to our beer bet here. Well, shots. That's what it was. We had Green Bay versus New Orleans. We had shots, right? So,
Yeah.
Kyle, are you ready to pay up here?
You got them shots, boys?
There he is.
I love
Good job, Kyle.
This shit is terrible. This is terrible, bro. Oh, man. Me and Craig had one at my son's birthday party. Yeah, shout out to my son. He turned 1 yesterday. We had a birthday party for him on Sunday. And, yeah, that's right. Yeah, me and Kurt were taking shots for Saints touchdowns. And weren't very many, but the two that we did take, this shit is awful. It's Jose Cuervo. We don't like Cuervo, but we like silver tequila, so kind of a trade-off. But no, it's awful. This is awful tequila.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed.
I appreciate you coming prepared, Kyle.
I hate you, Tim, but I hate the Packers more. So
It's Packers more now.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
woo.
Thank you, sir.
Fourth quarter did us in. So what you got to drink here, Tim?
Well, tonight's gym night. I got water. Boring old water.
Okay.
I got to go to the gym after this.
So besides that tequila, what do we got, Kyle?
Oh, I'm drinking Seagram's Escapes, just because.
Yeah.
Because they're fun. It says Jamaican me happy. So,
Yeah.
I thought it was a winner. Yeah, I'm not mad. It's tasty.
Yeah.
All right. And I am doing rum and the last of the strawberry lemonade that I had in the fridge. Very, very tasty.
So we shouldn't see any more of the strawberry lemonade for a while. Is that what you're telling me?
No. I think I have blueberry lemonade in the fridge now. So yeah, we're mixing it up a little bit.
Where are you getting this from?
Walmart. Simply. Just get the lemonade and mix it with your favorite liquor.
All right.
They
Blueberry
sell,
lemonade?
Yeah, they sell hard Simply now, and that is pretty tasty too. I've had some hard Simply lemonade, and that was pretty tasty. So if you see that in a big can, I would suggest picking it up and having a good time with it.
All right, dude.
Yep. So let's talk fantasy football league, and we need to talk about the BSnBeer Dynasty League here. And I'm sorry, we're gonna start with the BSnBeer Redraft League first. And this one shows B Train up top, 3-0, and followed by me, also 3-0, and then Kyle with 2-1.
That's right.
And all the way at the bottom there is Tim.
That's
at
true.
0-3. Yeah.
I've not logged into that league.
It's the third week and he already gave up. What's going on, man?
I have not logged in that league for a while.
Okay, and this one is the BSnBeer Dynasty League, and Tim is doing much better in this one. He's 2-1 here. Kyle just beat me last week. Kyle is 1-2.
This is the one that matters.
Yeah, and I am 1-2 as well, right behind Kyle. So on top of that one is Aaron at 2-1. So this one pretty competitive. No one is undefeated here in this league.
And guess who's playing this week?
Who is playing this week? I don't know.
Me and Kyle.
Interesting.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Kyle's
Win-win.
gonna try to put a couple back to back here. All right.
Well, he's gonna try to get revenge for the real game that he couldn't get revenge on, you know.
Oh man, it's a long season. I'm not even worried about it. One week at a time. Like,
And,
we're on to Tampa Bay.
Kyle's projected. Kyle's projected over 40 points on me, so we're gonna see what happens. It's kind of scary for me.
My team is not as good as I thought it was going to be. Maybe the old fantasy pros was right
About what?
About my team. It said I suck. So.
You ranked all the teams in Fantasy Pros? What you did? I got you. Yeah. Who was the top one? Do you remember? Kyle?
Gaysom for Taysom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did I tell you I was texting Kellen, your cousin Kellen.
Yeah.
And I was like, don't get your butt kicked by the Gaysom for Taysom, dude, man. That's embarrassing. All right. I mean, I know the guy. He's my friend, Joey, but like it's just a name. It's a funny name, but I threw Kellen under here. Like Kellen's like clearly thinking that Joey is gay, and like he got his butt kicked by a gay dude. And I was like, yeah, he's gay. He's in the army too. He's like a gay army guy, so he could tackle you, kick your butt, and make you gay too.
Make you gay too.
That's funny.
That
was funny.
Yeah.
All right, and the next league is it's the Little Rock Dynasty League. Where is Tim in this one? Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, you beat me. Yeah, but I scored more points than you.
I beat you in this league.
Yeah, I scored more points than you.
Yeah, that's cool. The only win I got is on you. That's all that matters.
But you suck. So you blow me.
Well, Dale, it's a long season. It's on to the next game, Dale. Oh wait, we got the Buccaneers next.
Yep, that's right. That's right. So we'll see what happens this week. Hopefully I can get back into the swing of things and dominate like I should be doing. Okay, the rest of my team needs to figure that out. We should be dominating.
I haven't seen you dominate in a decade. You're Al Bundy at this stage, man. You're like 4 touchdowns in 1 quarter or whatever.
That's bad.
Yeah,
that's bad. All right. Well, Kyle, I hope you are ready to go because it is your time to shine. Because it is
Kyle segment.
Holy moly, what the heck was that?
All right, Kyle, it's your time to shine. What you got for us today, man?
So I don't know about the rest of y'all. I know there's like a lot of people out there. They want to stream defenses. They're not going to have a Philadelphia, they're not going to have this badass defense you're going to start no matter what. I stream a lot of defenses in my teams. It's fun. It works out. I'm really looking at a few different ones. It's crazy. A lot of people are saying, oh, let's roll with Denver defense. They just gave up 70 points, but they're playing Justin Fields, so let's roll with Denver defense. Head scratching. It's not like a terrible idea. Justin Fields and the Bears offense is so bad. And honestly,
hold on here, Kyle. I am deeply offended by this. Okay.
Honestly, this like the point total on this game is way higher than it should be. I could totally see this coming out to be like 17, 10, whatever. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna be crazy. Like, let's be real. Like, they just gave up 70 points.
Thank you.
But I am seeing like a high number of ads that are like they're really like like ballsy enough to do it.
Mm.
I'm not like that type of dude. Like there's a Minnesota team playing Carolina. You have a Houston that's playing Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh offense is not in sync, not in rhythm. Those are two good options, but I will throw in Tampa Bay. Definitely not saying that though. Definitely not saying Tampa Bay. I'm looking to LA Chargers. With or without Jimmy Garoppolo, the Raiders offense, it's shaky. It's unsteady. You know where it's going. You know their number one target. They have not been able to run Jacobs at all. Like he was so good last year, and he's so bad this year. I don't know what's going on with that. Honestly, they played well last week. They sacked Cousins like 4 times. They were able to get to him the fumble recovery. Like they were making plays. They made enough plays to win the game. Obviously, give me the Chargers defense as my streaming option. They're available in like 63% of leagues. So go out there, scoop up LA Chargers, and roll with them.
LA Chargers.
Yep.
Okay. You know, when you mentioned Tampa versus the Saints,
I'm throwing out like all kinds of options, and that's like it tastes sour coming out my mouth. But it's a good streaming option, man. Are we talking streaming defenses? That's a great option.
Yeah, we're talking fantasy football here. Like the Saints haven't scored 20 points all season. Okay,
not one time. No.
That's true.
So
I understand AK is coming back, but they got a backup quarterback. You probably want to go there as well. That's my little 2 cents. I hate playing streaming defenses. I hate defenses. Team defenses as a whole. So
but that's the majority of these of these teams. They're not playing IDPs. They're basic fantasy football.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. Tampa sounds like a good one. Minnesota against Carolina sounded like a good choice. I actually like it better if Bryce Young does play than if they have Andy Dalton. They put up a decent amount of points against Seattle. So,
the rookie's going to take some sacks too. So
that's something definitely factors in for sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep. Okay. Good stuff there, Kyle. Good stuff. And now, people, hold on to your wallets. There's a salesman in town.
Check.
Come on down to Timmy's Used Car Emporium. That's a good call, Papa. All right, Tim.
Oh yeah.
The used car lot here.
Yeah.
Come here, Papa.
That never gets old.
Oh man, cracks me up.
They'll put a lot of work into that one, like some extra work. Yeah.
Listen, it's all about buying low, selling high,
Mm-hmm.
and you're the guy with all the deals all the time.
Yeah.
So I got a few names here.
Yeah.
And tell me where you stand on these, like, for the rest of the season.
Wow.
And
all right.
And as it pertains to Dynasty. So
yeah.
Puka Nacua. This was a guy that, pretty much came out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. I had absolutely no hopes for the Rams offense as a whole coming into the season. And so far he's been a dude. So
dude. Surprising.
Would you sell high on him?
I would sell high right now because you don't know what the future is going to hold with Cooper Kupp. If you can get a high, sometimes it's timing too. What is your offers coming in? I'm not trying to sell Puka for cheap at all.
Right.
Like at anywhere, even middle. I'm not trying to sell him in the middle. I'd sell Puka now for high. And what I mean by high, I mean like almost Cooper Kupp money. Because somebody might pay that. They think.
How would you pay something like that?
I don't know, man. I feel like doesn't it really depend on Cooper Kupp's timetable?
He should be coming back in a week or two.
I mean, yeah, his IR is at least 4 weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know. Listen, we all thought Mike Thomas was coming back from the ankle after the ankle surgery and all that stuff, and it didn't happen. And I don't know for sure if his situation is like that, but it's starting to seem similar.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Puka is the new number 1 for the Rams for the rest of the year.
Man, I'm just thinking it's too young for him. I would love to be in the situation where I picked him up and just hold him. But if I've already got him, I'm going.
Well, I mean, buying low is out the door already now.
Yeah, that's been gone. But I'm in a sell high, and if I don't have something that's high, then I'm keeping on holding on to him. But he's going to drop down once Cup comes on. You got to be able to soak that up too, by the way, because you got to be prepared for that. Because somebody's going to come in and give you a long-term solution for the season that's going to put you, wherever Puka's at right now. Where's he at in the rankings, wide receiver rankings?
But think about it for Dynasty. I mean, Puka is a rookie, and if he's coming in playing with Cooper Kupp, shouldn't that open him up more?
Yeah, you'd think so, but I mean, it's Kupp too. Kupp's always open. He's number 1 wide receiver in the league. So, yeah, I know you're not agreeing with me on this. That's fine. That's cool. Yeah. You didn't.
I mean, you're just assuming Cooper Kupp comes back in and is the same as normal. Keep on trucking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I would like to get something that's somewhat equal to Puka and some picks.
Okay.
And then what I mean equal to Puka being what? A little better than what he's going to be for the entire season with Kupp back.
Okay.
And got me some picks to stash away, something somewhere between 2nd and 4th round pick, and give me a wide receiver that I believe is going to be roughly Puka's value for the entire season. I mean, that's a win.
Yeah.
A lot of times in Dynasty, it's not necessarily just the player that you need. It's the roster position, the spot, just that player's spot on the roster. And that spot itself is valuable. But I've said it before in the past too. You can have 100 draft picks. You can have all the draft picks. There's no limit on how many draft picks you can have. But you can only have so many roster spots. So
yeah.
So grab a player that's roughly equal and going to be equal with Kupp back, and then get you a pick.
Okay. I'm looking at this week's rankings in half PPR.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you trade George Pickens for Puka?
No, I don't like where they're at.
Okay.
And Puka's like in the 12th spot.
I'm talking about
Pickens will be 21.
Devonta Smith.
Yeah, I'm just wondering like where you're at on Puka versus any of these.
Well,
guys.
one of my buy nows that Dale didn't let me do, it was Jalen Waddle. If you could trade away Puka and get Waddle and a 4th round pick.
Yeah, that's a stupid trade. Like you would be really dumb to do that, in my opinion.
Jesus.
What? Give up Waddle?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, Waddle's been healthy the whole season. I got some notes on this.
Waddle has not been healthy.
That's funny.
He's not.
He hasn't played this
season. Yeah. So he had 11 targets in the first 2 weeks, and then missed week 3 for a concussion. And so I think people are down about it right now, and I think that'd be a great piece to go.
The Dolphins just put up 70 points. You're not giving up anything on that offense.
Look, man, it was to Denver, dude. It was to Denver. All right.
You're not giving up any piece you got on that offense. I guarantee it.
You got 70 points to Denver. Mike McDaniels was in the stands allowing fans to make calls.
Yeah.
All right.
Another funny meme.
Yeah. In the second half, he was in the stands allowing fans to make calls. So yeah. But Anyway, what's our next guy?
What about your guy Drake London?
No. He's my guy, but thanks, Kyle. I like the thumbs down. Yeah,
No.
I'm down on Drake London, man. I'm got him right now because I got to hold on to him.
So who would you rather? Would you trade Drake London for Puka if you could right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
That's
Puka's got way more upside.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right.
But Ritter's not coming around, and that offense isn't going to be the Atlanta's offense is not going to be anything worthwhile. It's going to be all run. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. Alvin Kamara. Kyle, I like your opinion on this one.
Oh, man.
We haven't seen him yet,
Mhm.
and you know what the Saints offensive line looks like.
I mean, I feel like that's the Achilles heel right there at this point. Like, I don't see us running the ball well. I mean, we haven't for the first 3 weeks. Did you know he wasn't able to practice in those 3 weeks he was suspended?
Mhm.
He wasn't able to practice.
Mhm.
So, as much as you can do, like the conditioning, you can do whatever on the side, you're not able to get those reps like for 3 straight
Mhm.
weeks. And like, I'm wondering how much that's going to have an effect on, like throwing him right back in there. Is he going to be able to just like, snap into it and just, I mean, he's a ball player. He's been here, 6 years now. Like he's been here a minute. I don't feel good about him coming right off the bat without practice. Like that was the one little tidbit that worried me, like knowing he has not practiced in 3 weeks. So, I mean, he's got this week. We'll see how it goes, but I'm so curious to see how much that actually plays into it. I mean, it could mean nothing. He could just go off for 150 yards, which would be bizarre, but I would love to see it. Still up in the air though. So
Okay. So let's say, well, let me look at some rankings. How about that? That again.
Oh God, I thought he was somewhere like 25, somewhere in that range. I was looking at standard, and I mean I feel like that's still pretty generous without having played stat. In standard scoring, he's 23.
What about Aaron Jones? Would you rather Aaron Jones or Alvin Kamara the rest of the year?
Well, when Aaron Jones was playing, he looked good.
Mm-hmm.
It's so hard to take the bias out of this, and like you bring
up fantasy, man.
You gotta win. Like bad timing. After that disaster that was on Sunday. I don't know. Kamara just really hasn't put it together. I really feel like it's the O-line play. It's the offense that we're running. He's not really able to be himself. He's just been boom or bust, and he's been busting so much lately. I don't trust him yet. In that situation, gun to my head, I have Aaron Jones and Alvin Kamara. I got to start one. I'm playing Aaron Jones.
Okay.
I don't like it, and it tastes sour coming out of my mouth. Tim, I don't want to hear anything.
I'm about to say it. I about to say something.
But like we play fantasy football. Like we understand. Like if you have these two options, like just looking at it, like Aaron Jones, he's running back 17, and Kamara not even taking a snap the whole season. He's running back 23. So just straight up looking at rankings. Trust the projections and just go off of what you know. Aaron Jones is the winner as of right now. Until Kamara comes back this week and goes for 150, and I look stupid, and I'll be so happy to look stupid. Oh, man. Be great.
All right, that was a good one there. Raheem Mostert. So he just came off the 70-point game, right? Do you sell high on Raheem Mostert? What do you think here, Tim?
On the mustard man.
He has that history of being injured.
Yeah, I don't own Mostert in any of my leagues.
Mm-hmm.
I do have Devon Auchen is what he asked for his name to be called. That came out this week. Did you see that, by the way, too?
Yeah.
And I think it's time to. I would move on from Mostart because he's he's got Devon Achen over there showing out on this last game, and he looked really good. So he's going to be eating into some of that.
Everybody looked good.
Everybody looked good.
The cheerleaders looked good. The ball boy looked good.
It looked like they're tackling the Broncos trying to tackle looked like one of those karate shows where the guy's like some super guru. He comes in doing those moves and like everybody's just kind of falling like to his wayside, like and it was terrible. But I expect Devon Achen to pull up some more.
I just expect Mostert to get hurt because that's what he does.
He's old too. How old is he?
Yeah, but he doesn't have a lot of miles on him because he's always been hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I think he was like 31.
He's 31 and 31 and a half.
And a half.
But
and
so
we're bringing up Jeff Wilson's still on the roster.
That's just what I was about to just bring up right there.
Like, let's point this out. Like, let's look at the facts here, bro. Mm-hmm. Like that's an easy fix if Mostert's not doing his thing. Like Jeff Wilson has proven himself. If he's healthy, same thing, bro. He could absolutely make some plays for you.
I think Achan's like ceiling is still limited because of his size.
Yeah,
like, that's just what I think about him. He's still gonna put up some numbers. I just don't think it's going to be consistent for extended amount of time. So
I played against him in one league, and then
somebody actually started him.
JG.
Wow.
Well,
that league, you're desperate as hell for anybody and running.
Indiana Dynasty League, he played him, and then I had him sitting on the BSnBeer League, and I lost the game.
I mean, I just figured, if somebody had him, they'd be sitting on a bench. But in the Indiana League, I started like Deuce Vaughn for like 2 weeks or something. So
Jesus,
any running back with a pulse.
It's desperate. Yeah, it's desperate measures in that league. The roster size is too big, by the way, guys. Just telling everybody out there, the roster size it's 12 teams, 40 players. Isn't that right? 40 players, 40.
Yeah.
That's too big of a roster. Plus 2 IRs, so that's too big of a roster size. I think it's 504 rostered players across the league, 12 teams. So I'm kind of realizing from what me and Dale looking down the BSnBeer League, because it's 14 teams, that around 450 rostered players is where you want to be at, total rostered players. So, 450 divided by 12, 450 divided by 14, that's roughly the team size that feels good. Anyway, Dynasty info.
The next one, Calvin Ridley. I know Jacksonville just had some struggles, but he had a good week 1.
I think it's buy now.
Yeah, so would you buy low on Ridley because he had coming off this bad week?
Yeah, I'm buying Ridley because I'm thinking he's going to be and actually in the show notes I prepared was to sell Christian Kirk.
Yeah, get rid of Kirk, keep Ridley.
Yeah,
Kirk is low right now.
Yeah, you could buy him super low.
Yeah, well, you could sell him. You could sell him, trade him away with another piece, and get something else. That's my suggestion. Yeah, but because Kirk is on the same path, the same progression that he was on last year when he finished as the wide receiver 11. But Zay Jones has been hurt for about a game and a half, and Ridley has had back-to-back bad weeks. So this is a great time to grab up Ridley and push Kirk out if you got to.
Okay. All right, and the last one, I believe. No, it's not the last one. Next one is Justin Fields.
What? Who?
Justin Fields. Yeah.
Oh, your boy Justin Fields.
Yeah.
Oh,
so he's been having a real tough year. So, would you buy low on Justin Fields?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't buy Justin Fields last year.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I would have bought him last year.
I just
Last
say
year I would have absolutely bought him, but
no, because I don't buy into some of this. You know, he's in the Bears organization. You know, sometimes a Packers fan knows things. You know, and
I mean,
you know, I put together that spreadsheet for you. I had all this data and crap, and he still made fun of me for it because I wasted all my time. like,
I don't think it was a waste. I think it's it's pretty valuable.
Yeah, it was valuable to show that he sucks, and then Dale's still arguing with me. You know,
Man, for the fantasy points, man.
Yeah, look how much time Tim wasted of his life arguing about Justin Fields sucking.
If you were going to buy him, though, now would be the time to absolutely buy him. Like, have him on your squad. Like, if he starts rolling and he gets hot and he remembers, oh, hey, I'm a running back playing quarterback. I'm going to run the football and I'm going to have, 100 plus yards. He's only going to throw for like, maybe 200. But, when he has a 100-yard rushing game, like on top of, his little bit of passing stats, like last year was such like a freaking, I don't even know what you call it.
That was his career year. Last year.
It was an amazing year. It really was.
His career year. Okay.
I thought we had the second coming of Lamar Jackson, and I was like, oh my God, I stumbled upon Lamar Jackson.
No, you had the second coming of Jamarcus Russell. All right. What, isn't that right?
That's low.
All right.
I don't know how Jamarcus Russell did in fantasy now. So.
No. I saw a stat today. They put them two together, and they're like, look at there. There you go, 1 for 1. They're pretty much the same stats, and the biggest bust ever. Jamarcus Russell. And then they put Justin Fields stats next to it, and it was like, oh, yeah, there you go. That's your boy,
Are you strictly talking about passing stats, though?
Yeah.
See, it's very subjective. I'm talking about fantasy stats.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, because this is a fantasy show.
He still sucks.
Last year, he put up fantasy points. It was like Tebow putting up fantasy points.
I'm clearly still mad at you from last year. So
you should seek help for that, okay? Josh Jacobs. He's been down this year. Of course, the Raiders as a whole have been down. So would you look to buy low on Josh Jacobs, Kyle?
I mean, like, I put a note on here. It was like, he had his best game of the season, and it was 62 rushing yards and 18 receiving yards for a total of 80. And it's like, you think about what he did last year, where like he just was like unstoppable. They could run anywhere, anytime they wanted to. I remember that game against Seattle. Like he's got like points on points on points, and then the overtime, he busts one and just like he has like 300 total yards. Like unbelievable season. That's a career year for sure.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like how do you go from that to having such like an awful first 3 games the following season? So like, what are we thinking? Like, is this like the new look Raiders with Jimmy Garoppolo and company? Like, are we still having hope that he's going to come back and be like a RB1 and just dominate again? Like, I have no idea where we go with his performance these first 3 weeks. Like just based off of last year, I would want to buy him. Like you want to buy this right now after he's just, like the first 3 games just awful, getting you no points. But at the same time, like, I really wouldn't want to give anything up for him. Like not a whole lot at all right now.
So I think I know what the problem is. Like he held out.
Yeah.
He did, yeah.
Every time they sign a big contract, the year after they sign a big contract.
That's not a big contract, is what he signs.
I know he didn't sign a big contract. He signed a 1 year, didn't he?
A running back big contract is different.
No, it's not even a running back big contract. He got franchise tag. And so he sat out because he didn't want the franchise tag. Yeah. Then they negotiated something. He probably got $1 million more or something like that for the 1 year deal. He signed it and he showed up in August. And so he's playing himself into shape. That's what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right.
So then you're obviously buying him low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good time to buy him. I think it's a good time to buy him. And it's supposed to be a contract year for him. I was about to bring up the contract stuff.
Well, it is
too.
a contract year because it's just a 1-year deal because that's all they're going to give running backs is a 1-year deal.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I want to mention, though, that he has yet to score a touchdown. And that's part of what's holding him back right now. But really the biggest risk is the Raiders offense.
Yeah, the Raiders haven't scored many touchdowns. So.
Yeah. Sorry, Marvin.
Them back right now.
Yeah. Sorry, our buddy Marvin. He's a Raiders fan.
Yeah.
But Josh Jacobs has been a top 10 back in the last 2 or 3 years.
Right.
2 out of 3 years, and he's a volume player. That's the thing. You know that he's the guy.
Yeah, and I would have assumed White would have been getting more of that volume, but I hadn't been seeing that. So,
well, you could just use Josh Jacobs. You got 1-year contract. You don't care if he gets beat up or not.
Yeah,
you don't care.
Yeah, I guess that's right.
Yeah.
All right, the last one we got is Derrick Henry, same mold.
Oh,
but this is a guy that's old, like any other running back. We would have been tossed him away. But it's Derrick Henry. And he started off slow. I mean, Tennessee as a whole has started off slow. So would you buy low on Derrick Henry, Kyle?
Oh man, like I was at the game week 1, and I remember it was Cassandra's first time she'd ever been to a Saints game, and we're like looking at all the players, and I just remember seeing like this massive, and he's got like the blue sleeves. He just looked like such a machine. But like when you really look at the teams he's played, the first 3, it's been tough, man. Like the Saints, and then they had Cleveland. Like they've really played like some tough teams, and I don't know if that's really like a sign of things to come, or I just remember like I was listening to the radio, and they had it was Titans Browns, and they're like, Derrick Henry has like 5 rushes and he has like negative something yards. And I'm like, like how is that even possible with such a back like King? Are we talking about King Henry? Like, is this Titans run game like just is it gone? Is it not what it used to be? Because I don't know, the last like 3-4 years, like that's the one thing you can expect out of Tennessee is them to come and run down your face. And like now, like I'm so like worried that like King Henry is he's like one of those RB1s that you're going to draft high, and then he just like does not perform the whole season, and he never really get the bang for your buck. But he has the name King Henry.
Right. You
can sell him high anytime you want to, right? You can absolutely get something back. Hey, I'm going to give you King Henry. Like, you know, give me something with a 1, you know. I mean, I'm worried though. I'm for sure worried.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna go just for the talking about this year, maybe not dynasty lookouts, because he's his career is about to end. But if I include looking at my strength of schedule, you guys know about that. So when I talk about strength of schedule, I mean if I say he's got the first strength of schedule, he means he has the weakest strength of schedule. He's got including this week, he's got the 10th. He's ranked 10th as their strength of schedule. Now, if I take out this week, which he's got Cincinnati, and that's a bad matchup. Tennessee ends up bumping up to the 9th on strength of schedule. But here's the kicker: when you're making this trade, if you do make this trade for Henry, you're getting a sweet spot. And let me calculate 4 weeks. Playoffs are 4 weeks or 3 weeks? 15th, 16th, I think, right?
Yeah, 15, 16, depending on what you're.
Usually 14. Well, yeah. I think they had a game about 14.
14, yeah. So if we're doing 14 through 17 being the playoff weeks for your team, he ends up with the 5th best schedule, the 5th weakest schedule that you want. So he's going to be a playoff monster, is what is predicted about the strength of schedule. So this would be a great time to buy him and just go throughout the season and make the playoffs and know that you're going to have a good playoff schedule.
Yeah, okay. I mean, that other week he had New Orleans, and then he was playing the Chargers. That defense I've been pointing out this earlier. And he did come up with 80 yards, but that was on 25 carries. That's only 3.2. I mean, really, like it's been tough sledding for them. I'm not sure. You do bring up a really good point, though. Like you have to look down the road.
So looking at the strength of schedule, the first 3 games of his first 4 weeks here, they're all top 10 run defenses against the running back for fantasy football.
Yeah.
So he had New Orleans. Y'all are number 7. Chargers were number 21. That was a weak one. Cleveland was number 2, and Cincinnati was number 8. So those were, as far as fantasy points going to the running back, those were hard teams to play against. So it's a good time to buy him.
Okay, there you go. Go out and get these players, or don't. Oh man. Well, let's get to our next segment here.
And now let's look at this week's matchup.
That's right. We're gonna go over some games, but let's talk about our pick'em real quick. And leading the pick'em this week at number 1, solely number 1, my guy B Train. And let's see, next is Boo Barrel. Look at that Boo Barrel. Number 2. Kyle went down to number 8. Oh, Craig is number 6. Look at that crap. Dave is 12. Let's keep scrolling up. Timmy and Dale, 18 and 19. And shout out to my guy, the Queefers, at 20.
You just want to say that name?
Yeah. My guy, man. Like, we're about to do the pick'em or whatever, and he tweeted at us like early in the season, make sure that Dave was going to actually start the damn pick'em league because Dave was doing his roof or something crap, you know. yeah, man. I appreciate Queefers, man. All right, the first matchup for this week, we are going to look at Miami at Buffalo. Buffalo's a 3-point favorite, and the total is 53.5. On the Buffalo side, Josh Allen ranked QB1. He had a pretty good week last week, 20 of 32, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, rush for 46 yards, and another touchdown on the ground. 46 fantasy points in the last 2 games, and he's playing at home. Excuse me. And you know this could turn out pretty good for him. Old Diggs, who's been complaining, he's wide receiver 4. You know, he kind of gave a little tribute to his brother because his brother at Dallas tore his ACL, so maybe that's why he had such a good game. Caught 8 of 12 of his targets, 111 yards. He's always going to be the top option up there in Buffalo, Kyle. So what you're looking at with the Bills versus Miami, you got to put up some points, baby.
I know. I feel like they're hitting their stride. Like that first game against the Jets on Monday night, like they're coming in, they game plan for Aaron Rodgers, and then shit goes sideways. Aaron Rodgers gone, and you have this whole different dynamic to account for. So they weren't, we're going to give them that one. Like, I really think Buffalo's the 3-point favorite. I feel like they are the better team. Like, I understand Miami just put up 70 points. Like, we all seen this. Like, I watched the game. I get it. But, like, I just still feel like Buffalo, like, they have these other teams in the AFC East that are coming into their own, and they're going to do this and do that. And Buffalo's, like, sitting there like, dude, we still have the playmakers. Like, James Cook is coming up. Like, he's playing well. And, we're able to run the ball. We're able to do this. Josh Allen, like, as much as he's an idiot and I just, like, can't stand his turnovers, they really kill so many drives with turnovers, and he really needs to focus on not turning the ball over. But at the same time, like, he's such a playmaker. He has to take those opportunities. He has to, like, go for things. Like, he has to be dangerous. He has to live dangerously. I'm just thinking, like, there's still, like, that top offense where you want everybody on their squad. Like, if you need a spot start, like, I still like Gabe Davis. Like, he had one catch last game. But guess what? It was a 35-yard score. So he automatically saves his fantasy day just like right there. Like, I see this being a shootout, and I see the Bills still winning because of all these guys. Like, Diggs is still double-digit fantasy points, 3 straight games. I still see him doing that over and over and over again. Like, they have that rhythm. I know there was, like, this dynamic in the offseason where they're saying, like, oh, Diggs is saying this and he's not happy and blah, blah, blah. But I'm sorry. Their play is saying otherwise. Like, they are balling out, and I love it. So I'm still on that Buffalo hype train.
Are you totally buying into Cook? Is he the real deal at running back?
Man, it was like I ended up with him on more teams than I thought I should. And then, like, I'm looking at it now, and he's just, like, up and up and up, and, like, I'm more impressed every week. I'm buying in. Like, I'm sorry, he seems like that, like, outright RB1 on a dangerous offense. So, like, roll with him until we see otherwise. So yeah, I'm on the hype train for James Cook too.
Okay. All right, the Miami side, Tim, they put up 70 points. Everybody had a day. Everybody had a day.
Everybody got to eat.
I mean, can I get the water boy and put him on my team, and will he do better for me? I don't know.
It felt like a revenge game because, they didn't even interview him for that job.
I mean, honestly speaking, though, I wouldn't have hired McDaniel. What's his name? See, I don't even know his damn name. See?
Damn, really? Yeah. He's the funniest coach in the league, man.
Right.
He really is, yeah.
He is.
But but I would not have hired that guy. Like, nothing about the way this guy looks says football coach. Nothing.
Wow. Nothing about the way Dell looks says an owner that gets to make that decision anyway.
Well, I'm not. I'm clearly not.
Just saying.
Wait, let's not pretend like these owners make stellar decisions now. Come on.
Oh yeah. You're right. They are the Bears.
Exactly. So, all right. So, you said you were buying into Devon Achan. There you go. So he's ranked RB 25 right now. Do you think that's too low, or you need to see like 2 games of this before you can push him into that top 10?
Well, first off, Miami might not get 70 points again ever. Okay, so let's not think.
So you're doubting McDaniels. That's what you're doing.
No, I'm just saying that he.
He's gonna score 70 on you next.
You don't get to play Sean Payton every week.
You're gonna get to work and he's gonna score 70 on you.
Yeah. But no, I think right around the back end of RB2 is good. It's where he's gonna belong, especially if he's got some guys digging into some of his work. Mostart and Jeff Wilson. Mostart looks like he's an RB8 right now.
Yeah, right.
And it's a great offense. It's a great piece, and he's definitely the piece that I'm most interested in, because I think Tyreek Hill's too high to have. Waddell, it might be a good value right now if you can talk to the right owners. And so yeah, Tua's kicking on all cylinders though. I really think that Mike McDaniel's getting the most out of Tua that like any other coach could get. So that's something to think about.
Yeah, that system is a wonderful system, I tell you.
Yeah.
So let's pick this game, man. We have Miami going to Buffalo. Buffalo is a 3-point favorite. Tim, who you got?
Man, I gotta go Miami, man. Their offense keeps up with anybody. I don't even know if they need a defense. They could take like 3 dudes out there and just have a defense.
Yep.
So,
Kyle?
Can't do it. I'm going the other way.
all right.
They, they're gonna do their thing at home. I just feel like they're still that better team. With all the hype that Miami and the Jets got in the offseason, I still think Buffalo's like just sitting there like, hey man, like we the top dogs, like, come at us, and then give me Buffalo plus the points that they're gonna cover.
Okay. I'd say, look, if you're gonna give Miami 3 points after they scored 70,
Yeah.
I don't care if it's on the road. Give me those points in Miami. That's the side I'm taking.
I like
So,
it. Dell and I agreed on something. That's crazy.
Insane.
Yeah,
don't remind me of that.
it happens.
All right, up next, we've got Las Vegas traveling to Los Angeles Chargers. The Chargers are a 5-point favorite. 48 is the total here. We got Justin Herbert coming in as the QB4. He had a pretty good day. He put up some points on my my fantasy team last week, and we scored a lot of points last week in fantasy.
Yeah.
In the Little Rock Dynasty League. Wish I was actually playing you this week. That would have been good, but
Me?
yeah.
No.
You.
No. I've already
Of course,
beat you.
that didn't happen when I was playing you for some reason.
This isn't Back to the Future. You can't like go back and like erase
It would be
things.
nice. It would be nice.
Yeah.
It would be nice. But I still appreciate the game from Herbert. Okay.
I like how me beating you is still affecting you 3 weeks later.
It does. It does.
All right.
Really does. Yes.
Yep. You're welcome.
Oh man. He's got 1,800 passing yards, 14 passing TDs, 1 interception, 101 quarterback rating, 51 yards rushing, and a rushing touchdown.
Yeah.
All against the Raiders. And guess who he's playing this week? He's playing the Raiders. Are you that as confident in Herbert as I am this week, Tim?
Yeah, I am personally. I'm also interested in. He's not on our list here, but I'm interested in Quentin Johnston. This week.
After the injury to Mike Williams, RIP,
and Keenan Allen went off.
Yeah, Keenan Allen went off, man. Like,
dude.
I'm glad I wasn't playing him. I'm mad he took one of my passing touchdowns away though.
Yeah,
Herbert. But this is an interesting question. Are you buying into Josh Palmer over Quentin Johnson? Because Palmer has been the guy running the routes. Yeah. After Mike Williams went down, Palmer was the guy with the routes.
Yeah, that's I'm looking at Quentin Johnson on the long end because what was it? Mike Williams and Keenan Allen, their contracts are up in 2 years, so somebody's going to have to move on.
Yeah,
and but for this week, I'm interested in Palmer.
I think it's likely that they move on from Mike Williams because this dude gets hurt every year. Bro.
Yeah,
Keenan Allen gets hurt every year.
Yeah, but Mike Williams is young and he gets hurt every year. Keenan Allen's old.
Yeah, but it's been a hamstring for Keenan Allen the last couple of years.
Yeah, that's not even that major, but it's always a major injury, a nagging injury for Mike Williams. That's why I traded him last year, bro. Like, I got tired of that crap.
So wait, you had a hoopty.
I did.
A jalopy.
I did.
You traded it away.
Got rid of him.
Like you do on my Timmy's Used Car Emporium. That's what you did? A guy that's always hurt, that's never playable, but you traded him away. Oh, this is the best thing ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
But look,
I don't sell them like that though.
Look, baby.
I don't give the sales
baby.
pitch like you.
But look, baby, this car has a sunroof. Okay.
I'm just making an offer.
Just
And if you take it, you take it.
look.
If you don't, you don't. I'm not making a sales pitch like you.
Hey, if I push this little button, the back of the sunroof comes open, and it's like half of a sunroof. You know, I push this other button, and it opens all the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And look at this sunroof right here, where the windshield used to be. I took all that out.
Yeah, Dale's dark skinned, and I'm a white guy, so I can't roll around with my bald head sticking out no sunroof. All right, I'll be getting that like half a bald head sunburn. You know what I'm saying? And yeah,
Black people get sunburned too now. I ain't out here without sunscreen.
He told me one time this story about him getting sunburned. He didn't know what's happening. Dale was like, "What the hell is this on my arm?"
It's real. It's real. It's real out here, man. Use that sunscreen, bro.
Yeah.
All right. On the Las Vegas side, Jimmy Garoppolo, he's ranked QB 24, but he is in the concussion protocol. Although we're seeing that there's optimism that he's going to return for week 4. I don't care if he returns or not. It's been sucking for me. So
Yeah.
that offense has been terrible. It's been Devontae Adams and nothing else.
And I played against him last week.
Mm-hmm.
Devontae Adams and Will Rockley.
Yep. And he got 172 yards and 2 touchdowns. But coming up against the Chargers, they allow the most fantasy points to receivers. So he should be in line for a good game, but it may be dependent upon who's his quarterback.
Yeah.
Are you confident in? What if I was that quarterback, Tim? Would you be confident in Devontae Adams still?
There's a whole ton of situations that I would not be comfortable with you doing anything for me.
Devontae Adams, bro. I just throw it to him. He'll get it.
Look, I don't trust you like that, Dale. I don't give a shit what you're doing. You know, I don't trust you like that.
I got one read, Devontae Adams. Boom.
That's it. Well, they traded Waller away. They did it to themselves.
Yeah, they did.
You know, I don't understand that. Who is their tight end now? Who's their other tight end, by the way?
I mean, the top tight end that they had was he was like the tight end 40, tight end 43. And, Oh, I'm sorry, it was Austin Hooper. There you go.
Austin Hooper. Yeah.
He's a journeyman. He knows what he's doing. But yeah, rightfully so. He should be somewhere tight end 40 plus. No faith in that.
Did you hear that Devontae Adams came out and he was all like, "I'm not here to waste my time"? Did y'all see that?
Yeah.
We're talking about being unhappy with the Raiders organization as a whole. Okay.
Yeah. He's like feeling like he's wasting his time. I'm expecting Jacoby Myers to step up a little bit though, and then they got that rookie too, by the way, Michael Meyer, man.
Michael out of Notre Dame. He was a stud.
Yeah.
He was just that I had high hopes on. Any dynasty league that I was in, I drafted him, and I'm like, oh man, I can't wait for this guy to be the guy. Turns out it was Sam Laporta, the guy in Detroit. That was the guy.
Yeah,
that's the guy. Yeah,
no, not Mayer. Sad fact of life.
Mayer only got 1 target.
Yeah,
0 catches, 1 target, and that was probably some.
It's hard for rookie tight ends to break into the league, man. Hard.
Yeah.
Real hard.
Laporta just came into a great situation because Hawkinson was already left, and the Detroit offense is pretty great.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Kyle, do you trust Josh Jacobs, who comes in ranked as RB7, who rushed for 62 yards on 17 carries?
Which I don't understand how they're putting him so high on this. And it's like a standard format ranking. So like they're expecting him to get all these yards. I don't see that. Like I really just still am so not impressed. The only person on the Raiders I'm actually trusting is Devontae Adams. Like he did it at the end of last season. or he had, they sacked Carr. Who was the guy that stepped? It was some quarterback. I can't even remember, tell you his name. But he still showed out and he still put up those points. And he was just that guy last year. And just right on into the next season. Like no like blip, nothing. He's just like doing his thing again. Honestly, if it's Brian Hoyer, if it's Jimmy Garoppolo, I don't care. Like Adams is that dude. Like play Adams, get with Adams, Jacobs. Y'all brought up a good point, man. He was not in camp. He was not doing his thing. He was not practicing. Kind of the same situation where I'm worried about Kamara not practicing. But I really am not high on Jacobs and the Raiders as much as the rest of y'all. Like I feel like he's just due for a down year. Like he had that year last year. That was his career year. He had a great time. Everybody loved it. It was fun. But now back to reality. Like he's a running back for the Raiders. Like let's not forget this. Like, somebody give me another example of a Raider that came out and posted, any type of season like that.
Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson. All right. Look, I mean, I was waiting on you, Kyle. I was setting you up.
Bo Jackson.
I don't know if you ever played this game. All right. Tecmo Super Bowl.
In my father's ball sack at that point. I was going to say Darren McFadden maybe. That's the best I got. But yeah, no way, bro, no way.
Oh, who was better, Tecmo Bowl, Bo Jackson, or Madden Michael Vick?
Oh,
Tecmo Bowl, Bo Jackson, because you could throw the ball to him.
Mike,
you can still throw the ball.
Mike Vick, anytime, any day.
Yeah, you couldn't tackle. You can tackle either one of them. Wait, we're gonna get you an NES, Kyle. We're gonna get you a Gen X, system over here.
Look, you get a couple of emulators, man. You play the game.
They got some good ones out now. Yeah, they got some good ones out now.
I'm speaking like a foreign language right now. I don't know what's going on, bro.
Well, or something? You're gonna be so aggravated when you guys are diving in the wrong direction because you only got 8 different directions to dive in. To catch a dude. You're like, damn it, that's not the way I pushed.
I'm gonna send you some Tecmo Bowl highlights, Kyle. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, Jackson. Yeah.
You're gonna learn today.
I definitely know who Madden Mike Vick is, though. I was raised on Madden Mike Vick, so there you go.
All right.
Let's pick this game. Las Vegas at Los Angeles Chargers. Chargers 5-point favorite. Kyle, who you got?
Oh man, I feel like there's something about this whole dynamic. Justin Herbert, just balling out. There's no reason why he shouldn't have an amazing, fantastic game. You see his stats against the Raiders. But I also bet against the Chargers head coach. I said he was going to be fired by week 8. All right. So you need, if I'm trying to win that bet, I need the Raiders to come in. I need the Chargers to start off 1-5 for that shit to become reality. So I'm thinking, and 5 points in the division. Week 4, it's still early. Let's go with the Raiders. I'm gonna take Raiders +5.
You go okay. All right. He's dead set on not taking that shot.
Worst case scenario, I got to take a shot, but
there's no punishment for choosing the wrong team right now.
Okay, well, I am taking the Chargers -5 because I have absolutely no faith in the Raiders and their coaching staff, what they're doing as an organization, because they got some sketchy crap coming out about Chandler.
What in the world is all that? I don't even want to
Right. So something's wrong with that organization as a whole.
Yeah.
So give me the Chargers. All right. Before we go to our next,
I'm taking the Chargers too, by the way.
Oh, I thought you said this. Okay, cool. Go. Me and Tim are on the Chargers. Why you keep agreeing with me?
It's not on purpose.
Let's go to a question here from Kyle Miller. Terry McLaurin and Kyron Williams or Jaden Waddle. So what side of that trade would you want?
Oh, wow. Gosh, that's a hard one. What do I need?
I'm keeping Waddle for sure. I don't have enough. I have not seen enough from Kyron Williams and the Rams offense as a whole. Scary Terry, I love, but at the same time, if Waddle's playing, he's healthy, and he's part of that 70-point team. Like, no, I'm too scared. I do not like trades enough to do that. So I would keep Waddle.
I would. I'm looking at stuff, crunching stuff right now. I would probably want Waddle. I'm off of Terry. I like Terry for a lot of years. I'm off of Terry. This year I traded him away. I do like Kyron Williams a lot, but I don't like him as much as I like Waddle. So
at the beginning of the year, I liked Terry McLaurin more than Kyron Williams.
Yeah.
Also like Waddle. But now I like Williams, and I don't like so much Terry McLaurin because his quarterback situation sucks.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Waddle side of this as well. So
definitely.
Yep. All right. The last game of the week, and it is the big one, of course, the big game, and that is
the Saints, the Buccaneers.
And the Saints are a 3-point favorite. The total is 40.5. Tim, on the Buccaneers side.
Oh, yeah.
Baker Mayfield, quarterback 25. He's been having a pretty decent year. Definitely better than I thought it was going to be. And he's been throwing the ball a lot to Mike Evans. And last week he went 15 to 25, 146 yards, a touchdown, 1 interception. But this was against the Eagles. And Mike Evans, he caught 5 of his targets for 60 yards and a touchdown. He's had a touchdown in every game this year. So I guess he's like due for a game without a touchdown.
Yeah.
Do you subscribe to this?
Dale's math. He's due. He's due. I'm glad you don't gamble very much, Dale. Because I would be pulling you out of that casino all the time. Like, come on, Dale, we got to get back. I'm due. I know you do. Everything else, rent's due. So on my personal list of tradeaways, Mike Evans is on that list of tradeaways.
Okay.
Because I don't think he's going to keep on getting touchdowns. That's what's keeping him alive right now is his touchdowns. And I'm hesitant to believe that he's going to be a top 12 wide receiver this year, honestly. And so Baker kind of disappointed me this week because I had him in the BSnBeer league, and he didn't do too hot as far as points go, but he was going against the Eagles defense, which they got a great front. So the question is, why did you start him against the Eagles? Like that's the question. Because I'm streaming in that league, and I ain't got nothing. All right, it's like, who am I going to get? Howell? That was one of my choices. Was Howell? Sam Howell, and some other guy, and I was like, I'm going with Baker. So, but
makes sense.
But yeah. I think with Mike Evans, there's not much to this Tampa Bay offense.
Okay. What about Chris Godwin though? Because he still hadn't seen any big work yet. Yeah. He's due.
Baker, he don't look his way. Baker's got to look at you.
Okay.
Baker, he's only got like 2 targets. He got. I mean, he's pretty decent quarterback, not bad, but like he doesn't seem to be looking Godwin's way. When he's only getting 5 targets in the game, like last week. Yeah.
The running game for the Bucs seems to struggle a lot. We've seen a good game for Rachaad White, but it was just, an okay good game, like where fell into the end zone and got double-digit points because of that.
Yeah.
I really hadn't seen that explosiveness. He's been as disappointing as another running back, Damian Pierce, to me.
And the one game that he had good, he was going against Chicago.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Your favorite team? Chicago Bears.
Justin Fields ran for a lot of yards last year and gave me a lot of fantasy points. That was it.
You're good.
That's all I care about.
I'm just throwing things out there. Maybe you're not so good at picking out quarterbacks.
Maybe it's possible. I was last year though, because Justin Fields a lot of points last year.
This is my revenge year though. It's like Travis Kelce and his girlfriend broke up. He go dates Taylor Swift.
That's trading up right there.
Trading up. I don't care. She's got like $1 billion. Okay.
That is trading up. Okay, on to the New Orleans side of the ball. We've got the best backup quarterback in the league, Jameis Winston, ranked QB 27. He's probably going to get the start. We are hearing the coach saying, hey, we're not ruling out Derek Carr. And then you have Drew Brees chiming in saying it's a very painful injury. Mm-hmm. And he actually played on it, but he did not throw the entire week. He just showed up on Sunday and played. I doubt that this is going to happen with Derek Carr because he left the game, didn't come back into the game. We'll see. This will be the first game back for Alvin Kamara, who is ranked the running back 23. Just got off of that suspension. But the Saints running game has been struggling all year. And of course, Jameis is a quarterback, and Jameis historically does not throw the running back, which is bad news for us Alvin Kamara owners. Do you see this changing at all this year, Kyle?
Man, I really wish it would. Mm-hmm. There's no signs that say it's going to. Like, there's no reason why he would just all of a sudden kind of flip the script. Like, even if you look at his one season where he was that 30-30 guy, where he had 30 touchdowns, 30 INTs. Like, you look at the stats for the wideouts, it was like, Mike Evans had like this balling year. Chris Godwin was doing his thing. It was crazy how he really just only threw to his receivers. He did not have anything like even in the direction of running backs. Like, it's just something that like I don't understand. Like you have to game plan to like include passes out of the backfield. You have this Alvin Kamara coming out of the backfield, and you're not throwing him the ball. It just still just baffles me that he won't do it. He really, really needs to start though. He needs to whatever he has to do to flip the script, whether it's, in his head or whether it's the game plan, I don't know. Like, he needs to do it. There needs to be some production out of the backfield as far as, pass catching, and we'll see on Sunday. But, I just really wish he would think outside the box a little bit,
Yeah, I'm with you. Jameis is cheeky, man. He want that downfield stuff, man. But honestly, if you've looked at the Saints offense so far this season, that's been our best play, throwing it downfield.
Yeah.
On offense.
Yeah. No. I mean, with Shaheed being the deep threat that he's been,
mm-hmm.
I know last week he had nothing to do as far as, targets and
But he got that punt return.
But he still made himself relevant, and he still brought something to the table. And that's
mm-hmm.
what the best players in the league do. Like, even when you're not part of the game plan, you still find a way to contribute. And he's absolutely doing that. Like, he's becoming more and more of, part of that team and part of that organization. Love to see that. Love to see it.
I did like that punt return.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't like it that it happened to me, but it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with Olave having 104 yards, 11 targets, I mean, I'm expecting to start seeing him be the number one target getter still from Jameis, because like I said, Jameis likes to go down the field, and I mean Olave can do a lot of those out routes, comeback routes, different things like that, and I think Jameis is gonna enjoy throwing the ball to him that way. So let's pick this game. We've got Tampa Bay at New Orleans. New Orleans is a 3-point favorite. I am picking the Saints because they're coming off of a devastating loss. You got to get right. And also, this is a revenge game for Jameis Winston.
Okay.
And after this game, there will be a quarterback controversy in New Orleans. That's right. You heard it here first. Quarterback controversy.
Are you going to take a shot on that? Whether there's going to be one or not?
No.
Yeah. Damn.
I'm just trying to get some clicks.
Got some noise coming. Yeah. This is how Dale talks. And then when he's actually right, he's like, "Oh, I was serious the whole time." What do you mean, Jim?
Just trying to get some clicks here, okay?
Yeah.
Gotta say outlandish things and make a clip about it, put it on TikTok, and then millions of people get to see it, and then you blow up. That's how it happens, Tim.
That's it. Okay. All right. That's it.
All right, who you picking, Tim?
You know what? I'm going New Orleans, man. I'm going New Orleans with the -3. So, because I think y'all are gonna beat them by like 5 or so, 4 or 5. So,
all right, there we go.
Yep.
And Kyle, wrap this thing up.
Yes, I will, and we'll drink to that. I'm taking New Orleans. I looked online. I could get a couple tickets for me and her for like, it was like 150 something.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh man, that sounds fun, man. That sounds great. We're gonna win the game. We're gonna win by like 10 points. But yeah, man, give me New Orleans at home, coming back after a loss. Let's go. Who dat?
Let's go, everybody! Drink up,
family.
Yes, indeed.
Did we talk about Kendre Miller? He was disappointing this week, and he's supposed to have that breakout role.
He was disappointing, but it's more of the run game. It's more of the O-line play.
Yeah,
like 9 carries, 34 yards.
But I did see a clip where he decided to bounce it outside, and there was a huge hole that he should have hit.
Yeah.
And he got tackled at the line of scrimmage. Oh.
I was interested in him. I'm hoping he takes over Kamara's role, but maybe not. Maybe not.
I don't see it happening.
But
I don't see it happening this year. If it happens, his vision ain't there right now. He's going to have to get some coaching for sure.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, yep. All right. Well, that's going to wrap up the show this week. Appreciate you guys, as always, for coming through. Even you, Tim.
even the Packers fan and how butthurt we are about that.
Hey, look, it's a Saints podcast. I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to have people drive up to Arkansas and kick my butt.
Yeah, that's right. I'll give y'all directions.
No. That's your buddy right there.
That's right.
If you don't have a buddy that does that to you, get your butt kicked every once in a blue moon, then you don't have a buddy.
That's right. All right. So with that being said, I got just one last thing to say to you guys.
I hate you guys so very, very much.
And we are out. Eventually. There we go.
Remember to follow us on social media at BSnBeer Media. Also, smash the like button on YouTube and share with friends.